Have you ever felt like an invisible force is stopping you from reaching your goals? Instead of moving forward, you procrastinate, make excuses, and sabotage yourself. The hardest battle isn't with the outside world. It's with the inner barriers we create ourselves. And often, we don't even realize it. You say you want change, but you act as if you're afraid of it. You dream of freedom, but you choose comfort. You claim you're tired of being stuck, yet every day you repeat the same steps. Why? Resistance is rarely loud. It doesn't scream or punch you in the face. It whispers. It knows how to be convincing. It knows all your weaknesses and uses them against you. It's a master manipulator because it lives in the same body as you. It knows exactly which thoughts to plant, so that you'll believe, now isn't the right time, or I'm not ready. And once again, you retreat. Not because you can't move forward, but because you were deceived. The paradox is this: you protect your comfort zone even when it's destroying you. Because the familiar feels safe. Even if it hurts. Even if you're drowning. Even if there's a scream inside telling you it can't go on like this. You wait for the fear to disappear. You wait to wake up as someone else, strong, decisive, clear. But that moment never comes. Because you don't wake up different. You become different. Through choice. Through stepping into fear. Through taking action that feels impossible. And that's where the power lies. You don't have to be ready. You just have to be honest. Honest enough to admit that you're afraid. Honest enough to say you're tired. Honest enough to want something else. And then, a small, almost invisible door appears. It doesn't lead to ease. It leads to yourself. There won't be applause. No one will notice your first steps. But you will. Because for the first time in a long time, it will be quieter inside. Not because the fear is gone, but because you've stopped running from it. The world won't change overnight. But you will. You'll stop being a hostage to waiting. You'll stop looking for answers outside yourself. You'll stop making excuses. That's what growing up means when you no longer blame the world, your parents, or your circumstances. When you stop hoping someone will come and save you. No one is coming. You are the one who can pull yourself out. Not with force. Not through heroics. But through honesty. Because the strongest thing isn't doing everything perfectly. The strongest thing is moving forward even when you're shaking. Taking action even when all you want is to hide. That's what true courage looks like. Or maturity. Or bravery. Call it whatever you want. Becoming yourself isn't about finding meaning. It's about letting go of everything that was imposed on you. It's a farewell to roles, to masks, to other people's expectations. It's a quiet but powerful no to everything that no longer belongs to you. But being yourself is scary. Because it means being vulnerable. Being alive. Not hiding your pain. Not pretending. Not performing. It's harder than wearing a mask. But only through it can you finally breathe. Only through it does real life begin. As long as you live by someone else's rules, you're not alive. You're functioning, but not living. You're going through the motions, but not present. And at some point, it becomes unbearable. Not because everything is bad. But because deep inside, you know this isn't your life. And there you stand. Between the past and the future. Between the familiar and the unknown. Between the lie and yourself. And you have to choose. Not once. But every day. Every minute. Because the old program will come back. Again and again. It will say, don't take the risk. It will show you old pain. But you're no longer the same. You've already seen that behind fear, there is power. That behind pain, there is freedom. That behind rejecting the lie, there is life. Don't listen to the voice that pulls you back. It's not you. It's an old version of yourself, afraid of disappearing. Thank it, it protected you the best it could. But now, you go on your own. Not against it. But for yourself. With every step, something new appears. New breath. New feelings. New you. Not perfect, but alive. Real. And in this reality, there is flavor, depth, presence. There is no need to pretend. There is the right to simply be. Strength isn't about not being afraid. Strength is in moving forward with that fear. Being despite the voice of doubt. Choosing despite the habit of retreating. The world won't give permission. It won't give guarantees. But it will respond. To honesty. To authenticity. To movement. You're not a victim. Not a mistake. Not a coincidence. You are a possibility. A potential. And a choice. Embrace your imperfection. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Because there's no failure in mistakes if you're willing to learn. Every fall, every challenge is part of the journey. Don't be afraid to stumble. Be afraid of not trying. You are much stronger than you thought. And this strength is born not in perfect circumstances, but in moments when it seems like there's no way out. It is there in the darkest points that new life begins. Learn to trust the process. It may not all be clear. It may not all be under control. That's okay. Life rarely follows our plans. But that doesn't mean it's against you. Perhaps it's leading you to places you wouldn't dare go on your own. Each time you choose movement over fear, you build a new version of yourself. A freer version. A more authentic one. A more alive one. Remember, the path to yourself is not a destination. It is a constant process. Sometimes painful. Sometimes inspiring. But always worth it. And in this process, what matters is not perfection. What matters is honesty. With yourself. With life. With your heart. Because in the end, this is what matters. Will you live your life? Or just go through it? Will you listen to your fears or your heart? Will you live by someone else's script, or will you write your own story? Only you know who you truly are. And only you can allow that you to be born. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It won't come. Don't wait until the fear disappears. It will always be there. Act. Step by step. Little by little. But every day. And you'll see, what once seemed impossible will begin to become reality. What once scared you will lose its power. And you will become yourself. Real. Free. Alive. Not because someone allowed you to be yourself, but because you chose it. And in that choice lies all your power. In that choice lies the beginning of a new life.